on down a little bit more, and we'll swap it over. Turn down the volume. Oh, geez, live from New York. It's okay. We screwed that all up. All right, I did. It's all right. We're getting over to it.
It's always your fault.
Boom. It's always my fault.
Always
Fuck it.
his
It's
fault.
always my fault. I don't give a shit. Okay.
You're the fall guy.
I am the
fall
fall guy.
guy's a badass.
I am the fall guy. Okay, what's going on? Live from New York, RSG OTC. We had to do it.
We're gonna get.
Yeah. Imagine it'd be like, dude, that's freedom of speech, man. I didn't dub over none of your.
Let's go. We are in New York.
Yes.
There's no fucking around.
So. All right. So.
Clown.
That's exactly what I tell them.
Phone right now. Fuck that kid.
hey! Is he on? Dude? They'd be like, he's a nobody, sir. He doesn't even have anyone watching right now.
No.
So really, it doesn't matter. There's no one watching. Oh, then fuck it. So, anyways, let's get into this. It is episode 30.
I don't know.
I think so. I'm hoping that cool. Can do that.
This is a hilarious fucking item.
That's my unboxing.
It's a pocket knife. That's nice because it is.
That's my
a pocket.
That's my unboxing knife now, though.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But it's great though.
It's not built like awesome.
No, but I think
it's an awesome joke.
I think that's gonna be honestly the highlight of my unboxing videos.
It's an awesome joke.
I think it's gonna be the highlight.
Fucking pocket knife.
I think that's gonna be the highlight of the unboxing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, anyways, I think it's episode 36. Yes, it is. This is episode 36. As it says in the title, is it Doughnut, Glaze, or Meth? And is Windows destroying Steam? Those are just a couple of things we're gonna go on here. So, let's take a start and stab at some stuff. So, us in the tech industry, we all know. I say it in the tech industry. Well, we are in the tech industry.
We are in the tech industry on the. I'm not even gonna. But you know.
On a different level though.
Not in sales.
I mean, I'm trying to get in the tech industry to a degree. I'm not like one of these insanely, technologically smart guys. I mean, I'm smart enough, but not crazy.
It doesn't matter. I worked for IBM, and that was more technical than what I'm doing now.
No, yeah.
But still, nonetheless, like I worked in a super duper clean room where there's always air flowing over you. You're in the super suit, like nothing gathers anywhere, right? And you run this fucking robotic machine. It was called the Hematech at the time. That's like 20 years ago, and it like poly applied shit on top of microchips. It was fucking high tech shit. But when it gets right down to it, your job was basically like, listen, you load the fucking wafers in there, and you put it in there, and you hit F9 start, and it's gonna take about a half an hour. But then you take the stuff out of the other end of the machine. It's all bullshit. All that high-tech shit is like run by retards. It's George Jetson. It's fucking Homer Simpson. That's who's making this shit.
And now, it's funny to still say that we can say we're in the tech industry. So
yes,
anyway,
we are.
It's just funny to be able to say we can, but we know, like, how expensive phones can be and stuff like that. We also know how much shit you'll be in if this happens. But this is in China, so I don't know how much trouble they're in there. Apparently a truck in China, there's video of it, but there was a truck in China, all right, that had iPhones. And I guess it was one of those instances where I guess it forgot to close its doors, I'm guessing.
Okay.
It dropped out a bunch of boxes, and the guy kept driving. He didn't know, because it's loud. You can't hear that. You can't. It's just too loud. There's too much shit going on. It's like
they didn't drop out. That's the guy. The driver got caught, and it's like, where'd the shit go? And it's like, I sold it.
No, it was on camera.
It literally fell out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It totally does. It totally does. But now, it's just funny because I've seen it happen too. Because I guess they tracked it with like red light.
Shit falls off trucks all the time. I've had guys delivering like Fritos and shit, like delivering. No, like, hey, buddy, seen that?
Where but this is a complete different instance. It literally fell off the truck.
All right.
And it was great. Like, people must have been sitting there, and like I would have been. I'll tell you right now, if that happened in New York, that shit is gone in a millisecond. Whoa! You can't even leave a bike out on the sidewalk.
If it happened in New York City, it would fall off, and there would be like 2 or 3 guys come scap them all up, and then you go 3 blocks over, they'd be like, "Yo, I got iPhones. iPhones, $10. I got iPhones. Check it out. iPhones. Where you going? I got an iPhone."
It wouldn't be $10. It'd be like, "Yo, $100."
Dude, it would be. That's why we're like Oakleys. I got $10 Oakleys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
because those are cheap. Like
yes,
they're
stolen.
Yeah, but the value of an iPhone is known. They'll be like 100.
No,
At
you're
least
right.
100.
You're right. It would be more.
But yeah, no. But they you would see it. You would see it, but it would be like millisecond that it would happen.
Do you think Apple has it down to the point where they can be like, this is what boxes were lost, and this is what phones were in there, and these are the serial numbers that were in those boxes, and boom,
totally,
fuck
totally.
you.
Uh-huh.
You think so? That's whack.
Without a doubt. Which ones were on the manifest to go there? Oh, well, this box didn't make it. Okay, what was in that box? All these. All right. Because we used to have stuff like that happen in Verizon. If anything was stolen, stuff like that, yeah, boom. All the shit was deactivated. Couldn't touch it. It was marked as stolen. That's how it worked.
So if I just happen to, let's say, find a Verizon phone, and the person lost it fucking 2 years ago, and they stopped using it, and I brought it into the Verizon store, and hey, dude, I want to use this.
They're supposed to, if it's like reported stolen, if it's actually reported stolen, because when you check the IMEI, it comes up whether it's stolen or lost, or if it's good to go, whatever the case may be.
What a pain in the ass it must be.
And if it's stolen, then they just they keep it. They don't try to like call the police or anything on you, because at that point, it can cause too many issues.
Well,
So,
I guess the guy at the other end of the counter could be like, "No, that's bullshit. Give me my fucking phone back." Well, it turns out that your phone, I don't give a fuck. Give me my fucking phone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Here's your phone,
I
sir.
forget
Have a
what
nice day.
happens in that instance. I remember there was an instance in Radio Shack where this guy, used to get $100.
Fucking nerds.
Like, if you had $100, or
Right.
you got $100 from, what you would do is if someone had a stolen credit card and you reported it and it was legit, was stolen, then you would actually get the money. You would get $100 for that. Okay. Well, this guy said, "I'm gonna do it. I'm this big ass dude. You can't mess it. I'm not afraid." Because it was a little dude who had the stolen credit card. I ain't afraid of this dude. Well, the little dude was a Golden Glove champ. The whole store got destroyed, man.
That's funny.
Whole store got destroyed. He got fired, and I'm sure the other dude went to jail. Whatever the hell happened. But yeah, it was pretty crazy, man. You never know who you're really fucking with. You really just don't. You never do. You think you can't just look at somebody, I whoop his ass. You have no idea.
I remember I was working at GameStop. I probably shouldn't say their name because they're legally happy. But fuck them. Whatever. I used to work there. Eat a dick.
Oh,
We would get
way
these
past
daily
any disclosures.
We would get these daily emails and shit like that. Maybe I'm going deeper now. And they basically gave this big story of there's a mall that's kind of around here, big mall, Paramus.
Yeah.
Now I'm really going in here, and apparently the people that work there got robbed and then executed. And it's that's bullshit, dude. You're gonna come in and you're gonna fucking rob a GameStop. Maybe they have $3,000 on hand.
And you're gonna execute the people for it?
And you're gonna fucking shoot these people because they, fucking, that's crazy. Anyway, totally unrelated. I don't know where that came from. True event.
No, it's just crazy though, man. Well, what some people. Well, I'm not even gonna get into that. The whole gun debate thing.
That's it's out of control right now. They don't even. We didn't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. Anyway. So, we really don't have a lot on news parts. I had some more, and I thought it would be cool, but no. So, the last one in the news side is part of the title, and it's the one I like the most, because... So, apparently, these cops stopped this dude, and he was he's like, we should talk about it.
I love this guy.
No, he's a big gun advocate. He's a big gun advocate.
No, I know.
Yes. He's a big guy, which I have no problem with it. I'm just not talking about it because, oh god, I don't want to get really much into it, because that could take up so much time. Maybe if I, that would be a whole episode on itself.
What were you saying?
What the hell? Must be a tweet. I'm not used to having my phone on vibrate. That's kind of like, oh, what the hell was that noise? Anyways, so the cops pull this guy over, right? And they see like this white rockish kind of thing, and he's like, and he's like, dude, it's donut glaze. It's donut glaze. I'm telling you, it's donut glaze. They don't believe him, of course. Who the fuck would believe it's donut glaze? But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about it, though. Okay? My favorite part about that, about the whole donut glaze thing is, I know anytime I've ever seen stuff like that, they have like a pouch, and this is going like years back. They have like a pouch or some kind of tube, and it turns blue or whatever.
Yeah.
Or purple if it's this. How did you not have that kit? How did it take weeks for that son of a bitch to get his car back, finding out that it wasn't meth, that it was donut glaze?
Yo, I would totally want some money.
Oh, yeah, you are getting sued
want some money
out of the
you just
asshole.
Cost me. I mean, not asshole. Like,
no,
you know,
you
I didn't have my
you
car and access
no,
to
no,
it.
No, because now he had to pay for impound, whatever the hell. He had to pay for a bunch of crap. How much did that cost him? Any days at work? The mental torment, the stress. You could totally destroy them.
Destroys it.
No, I mean, like, I wouldn't say like they're gonna be, but you're gonna get some nice money out of that. They literally took your car for weeks for donut glaze.
That's hilarious.
And you told him, and it's even in the record. It even says it in the record of the police thing that he told them it was donut glaze. Shit.
It was probably some little hick town where they didn't have those kits because they couldn't afford them.
Where was it?
And now they probably have those kits. They're probably like, oh, you know what?
Good
Asshole
question.
Johnson over here fucking tested some donut glaze. It was great. It cost us a shitload of money.
Man arrested after after officer mistakes donut glaze for meth, right? It was in Orlando, Florida. That's right. It was in Orlando, Florida.
I mean, here's an innocent guy, right? Here's an innocent guy talking about, oh, yeah? No drugs in the car, huh? What's this white crystally stuff?
Donut
probably
glaze,
donut
dude.
glaze. I mean, legitimately, from his heart, saying that to you. I don't believe you. I think this is crystal meth.
But like any normal place, but you should have had that shouldn't have had to go out to a lab or anything, man.
Well, yeah, right. It doesn't take much more than like a fucking what's it called, like a fucking Miami Vice test. Ready? It's donut glaze.
It's donut glaze. It really is. Here,
or
in
Miami Vice. That's cocaine. But I'm saying, like,
imagine if cops really did that shit on Norm. I don't know if it's
like they do in the movies. They just stick a knife in there and just. What they do in the movies, that would literally be like, "Do you feel that?" Yeah, I feel it. I totally got high.
That would be like, I'd be like, "I fucking serious." You boy would be like, "Can you feel it?" You'd be like, "Can you feel it?"
I think it's fake.
I think it's fake. I think it's fake. Totally, it's gotta be fake. Okay.
More.
Can I have some more of that? All right. It's fake. I just want to make it right here.
It's fake. Just give me some more.
Holy shit. Oh, man. That's shit.
All right.
That was funny. That was funny, though. Like, oh, my God.
Sucks.
Donut. Yeah, it does. But
the drug sucks.
Donut glaze or meth. Dude, it's donut glaze.
All right.
Still just, oh, my God. Leave it to Florida.
That's funny.
Leave it to Florida. Well, now I think it's time we get on to the gaming news.
Gaming news.
Boom! Gaming news. All right, so, well, we'll start out. If I hear one more Pokemon Go story, I might go mental.
I can't believe that.
Because when my car, what? That's bullshit.
I would be so pissed off.
I didn't see that.
I mean, I can totally see that happening, but I would be so pissed off. I'd be like, really?
Yeah. How?
I get it.
My car was stolen. Wait, $400 because my car was stolen. But see, that's where this whole justice system world is just
somebody
shit.
had to tow it back
well,
to
it's
the
not
fucking...
even. It's not even a matter. Well, yeah, but you got to sue the guy who stole it for your money back.
Yeah. There's the $400, asshole.
How about people like that? It just gets tacked on to like their social security. I don't know, whatever, and it like destroys their credit or something. Why has it got to be me? Fuck off. You know?
I know a chick that went through this incident. If I ever happen to steal a car, anybody happens to steal a car, or if anybody ever steals your car, you know her, but I can't really go. Like, you'll know her, but she had her car stolen at one point, and the thieves fucking just lit like the back seat on fire. Like, you roll up the windows, you light everything on fire on the inside. It doesn't burn; it runs out of air. But what that does is it destroys all the fingerprints inside. Like, they all get fucking stuck with smoke and shit like that. And they're all fucked. So, to erase your fingerprints immediately in a stolen car, roll up the windows and light a fire, they're gone. That's pretty awesome. Sorry, probably not a good tip.
Probably not a good tip. But, you know, we're that's a little crazy of a tip, honestly.
Not bad.
We do not suggest that you go out and steal a car.
But I do like Grand Theft Auto. The game is awesome.
Exactly. If you're
I was thinking about playing a little bit more of it, to be honest.
Honestly,
seriously.
it's a good game, and if you like stealing shit, steal it in that. Sounds good. It's a win-win. We get our tech out of it, and we get a lovely message to everyone. Now, the reason I say about the Pokemon Go that's driving me a little nuts is because everything is
That's
about
just
it.
getting out of control.
But there was something I saw about the Pokemon Go thing. Basically, Pokemon Go there's like these radar things that have been made by other people for them. And I guess the people who made Pokemon Go put a cease and desist order for these apps. Like, do not. But the thing is, the game, I guess, is like broken without those radars, really. Like, you need those things. Like, you need the trackers. The game is broken without trackers is what people are saying. Maybe there's too many people. I don't know what the case is, but the game is broken, they're saying.
I'll tell you, I have seen the thing, and I've played with it, and I'm telling you, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's designed to make it look like a game, but it's not a fucking game.
Yeah.
It's not a game. It's a GPS unit. Boom. It's a GPS unit.
Yeah.
And it's a GPS unit on where they want you to go to find this Pokemon. Bonk. Oh, here I am, right in front of some shit you want me to buy. It is not a fucking toy. It's not a toy.
Yeah. Real quick, and he was saying he wanted a fraternal police order platinum donator sticker, which that would be awesome. Those things can really help you out. I'm telling you. The cost.
I don't know if that's true.
No, if you got those. Oh, with the wiring?
Yeah, I am really good at getting in car doors, though. I've locked my keys. I have a really bad problem with locking my keys in the car, and I have gone through, a good fair amount of cars in my life, and I've gotten really good into breaking into almost any car really fast. It sucks. There was one time I was outside a grocery store, and there was a dollar store, like, in that strip, and, like, I locked my keys in my car. I was like, and this person saw me. They were standing by the dollar store, and they saw me. They were like, this motherfucker locked his keys in the car. I went to the dollar store. I bought a couple things for, like, $3. I went out there. I was like, shh, shh, shh. And that chick was like, shit.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about hot wiring cars and about two wires that are the same color.
I don't know if that's real.
Because I know, wouldn't the red have to touch the green for the starter? I don't remember.
All I know is I had this one car back in the day. It was new. It was like a CRX, and the CRXs were hot back in the day.
Yeah.
And I, like, fucking pounded the death out of the engine. I destroyed it. And, like, I found another engine in another car, but the car wasn't as cool as this one. So I wanted the engine taken out of that one, put into this one.
Yeah.
And once you, like, take an engine out and rewire everything together, numerous insane.
I think now I'm saying, in a sense, it's a lot easier because I think all the diagrams are there and shit.
You were like, hold on, I need to turn left. Let me put my fucking windshield wiper on. There you go. Works right. Electronically, it's just like, to get that wiring back together is like brain surgery. Like, it is insane.
Maybe then. Insane. I think now it's a lot easier.
No, dude, it was an 1980s
yeah,
car.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
exactly.
It was insane.
I think now I'm saying, in a sense, it's a lot easier because I think all the diagrams are there and shit.
You were like, hold on, I need to turn left. Let me put my fucking windshield wiper on. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't know. I can't really say much for the wiring. That's pretty wild. But, so, yeah, it's pretty wild, though.
That's ridiculous. I mean, that's such an easy thing to do for these people that are running around with these fucking BMW keys that cost goddamn who knows how much.
Oh my god, man, it costs so much.
Retarded.
One time,
I was in Walmart getting an oil change this week, And this guy wanted this fucking key made, and we were like, yeah, we don't have the equipment to make that key for your car. I'm sorry. Fuck you. Like,
yeah. No, you don't even want to know how much all that keyless start shit is just to get you to spend more when it comes time to replace those guaranteed to break things. Okay, those are guaranteed to break.
anyway,
So
I believe you. I just don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing or anything. I have no idea.
I'll tell you what. You and I'll get in them. You start them. Bam, we're fucking out.
You got the ideas, you got the expertise. $150 for a Beamer key. It's not bad. My friend's was like $250 for a Nissan key. It was retarded.
It's a fucking key.
That dude at work, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
Right, that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. Shut up.
That doesn't matter.
Continue.
How much you spent on a key?
Go.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I think it was really crazy. But anyways, so anyways, let's go into the next thing, which is the Farm Sim 17 is release date is October 25th, and you can also play as a woman. Now you're sitting there, oh shit, what is that Farm Sim?
No, it's big, but
why is it gotten so big? I don't know. It's relaxing. I think that's really one of the biggest things. It's relaxing. Now, when I watch Twitch and I go in there, I'm typically not really even watching the game as much as I'm enjoying the community and the people going on. So, when you have a relaxing game and you got some movies in there and you see some funny shit happening in it, but it looks really good. Farm Sim 17, I've seen some gameplay trailers, looks really freaking good graphically and as far as gameplay, yeah. I'm excited for it to actually come out. I didn't expect that I would, and it's cool because you know the more controls you have, like I have the Switch box and stuff. No one cares something. I think people care about it. Just you know, it's not much other than one gameplay video right now. No, he lives. Look. He lives with Farm Sim Maniac. Okay. He's really good. Sally's really good at Farm Sim. Okay, and you know, obviously, whenever anything new comes out for Farm Sim to talk about it, he's definitely talking about it. So he definitely has seen his fair share of Farm Sim stuff.
All right, I'm done with that. You can play as a woman. That's fucking awesome. Did I just see Telltale fucking Batman?
Yeah, Telltale is to launch its first Batman episode this month. That's cool. I am not going to buy them episode by episode.
Right.
I'm going to wait for a whole thing to come out. One episode would be like 2 hours. The fuck is that going to do?
I don't know. We got a lot of the first episodes of Telltale games on Xbox for free. And they're very intriguing, you know? Like, it's cool. I like it. It's alright. Like, I think the first one where I started talking about was The Walking Dead. And I was like, it's really cool, but I wouldn't call it a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep looking at you, motherfucker. What the fuck is going on?
No, he goes, I refuse to use that face. Alright. So, yeah, the Kappa face. That's for sarcasm. So I guess he was being sarcastic, as I don't know when Deus Ex is coming out for the newest one. I think I need to play the first one and start from there and try them again. Maybe I just...
Fucking the first Deus Ex, I think, was on PS2. And obviously PC. But I think it was PS2 that I played it on the first time.
I mean...
It had an awesome t-shirt. I was working at GameStop at the time, and it had an awesome t-shirt.
Yeah, it was
like if you were on the ground and looking up at someone and they had like a gun pointed down at you.
Yeah.
And it was like Deus Ex, the Invisible War, or some shit like that. And it was just like, you know, this is it. This is where you die, dickhead. Like, it was an awesome t-shirt.
Oh, okay. See, August 23rd is when it... Oh, okay, nice. Well, that is pretty badass, actually. You know, that it's coming out so early. I want to check it out. I want to check out the Deus Ex games. I feel like I have like one of them, but I really would like the first one. You probably have them. I don't know. I'll see about playing.
I don't have a physical copy.
No, not you. Him. Tooth. So, it's an awesome game series I've heard from other people as well. So I'd really like to play that. Now, thinking of awesome games and series and stuff like that, let's break out from some of the listing here. I've been doing movie style Mondays. All right. You've played these games, so no. Okay. Movie style Mondays has been awesome to me. I don't get a lot of viewers on it. I'll be honest. I don't get a lot of viewers on it because probably the people seen it already. We're getting into that, by the way. But some people watch it. And it's really fun. I think the next game I want to try is what is it, The Last of Us or whatever, the one by Square Enix. But tonight I am finishing my last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. I really would like another set of episodes to come out for that, and it's already been confirmed.
Yeah, definitely,
for the episodes on Game, it's already been confirmed for a second season. So that's awesome. The game, I'm finding it easier to get into the game more than the movie because the movie is kind of drawn out. I mean, there's 6 seasons of the movie, and there's 1 of the game. Tales from Borderlands is another one I'm going to do.
You're talking about the show.
What do you mean?
The movie.
Why am I drawing a blank? Oh, the show, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt that the difference between the two was that stuff was coming at me faster in the show than it was. Like, it was like we were with this faction, and then we were with this faction, and we were with this faction. As where the game was more like, okay, we're going to spend a lot of time in this one, and then we're going to go a little bit of time to this one.
Right, yeah, I noticed that. In the show, it's like...
Yeah,
it
definitely.
Keeps going
you got to bam,
like,
bam, bam, bam,
like
bam.
It's still that same circle cycle that you're going to keep going and where they're going to keep going back to, but it's just drawn out longer in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I find it just easier to comprehend and grasp like how much I hate people. Like in the game, so far, the 2 people, man, and what I'm told is apparently all the people I hate, I better learn to love all the people I hate because they're the ones that live. But
nobody lives.
Yeah, that's
Nobody lives.
Nobody lives. That's what everyone keeps telling me. So we'll see. It's just death all around. Because overall, there is this real fat fuck in that game, okay? That is just a piece of crap, and he's like Lord of White House or Whitehall, whatever the hell it's called. I think it's Whitehall. I can never remember their freaking some of their faction names. And then you got I forget the other one, but he's got the dark hair. I can't ever remember.
There's so many, right?
Yeah, there's so many. He's got the dark hair, but the 2 jerks that just kill anyone and don't care. Well, it's like, how does no one else step up and be like, I'm going to murder you? Yes, I'm going to murder you. We're going to go together with this person because you're trying to bully these people, and you know what? We'd rather have your kingdoms. Fuck off. That's what I'm saying.
It's pretty cool. The show, the game, all of it. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They've taken it is what the title is, a Game of Thrones, like powers and how they rise and fall and who's in, it's pretty cool.
So, now I like I said, I want to play the last is it The Last of Us? I can't remember. Whatever the one by Square Enix is, I think it's The Last of Us. I'd like to play that. But Tales from Borderlands is another one. I have a whole list of actual games. I'm pretty sure if I open up another instance of Notepad, I'm pretty sure. Where is my search? Do I not have a search?
You don't have a search. There's no search.
Oh,
for
there
you.
it is.
Your searching has come to an end.
Okay, so let's see if we have the games as I saw it. It was open.
See,
episodic games. There we go. Tales of Monkey Island. Gotta definitely play that. Okay.
For what?
If no one knows,
I have that in a couple different formats.
Tales of Monkey Island.
Something Monkey Island. Definitely.
This is an episodic Monkey Island. I've never seen an episodic Monkey Island.
Okay, not like you're talking about like a
Walking Dead or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, just an episodic Tales of Monkey Island. So I'm very curious to check that out. I am a huge fucking fan of Monkey Island. Hilarious game. Maybe not pushing the adult as much, but it's still a great, hilarious game series. If you never played Monkey Islands, you're just crazy. Monkey Island is just, I love them.
I thought you're crazy. You never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've heard of it and never played it, you got a problem. Okay? I'm sorry. It's just, they're that good. They're that freaking
good.
Yeah, I mean, they're noted as the best, I'm pretty sure, always noted as the best point-and-click adventure game ever. In every single list you ever look at,
it's up there. It definitely
is always number one. There's always an episode of it as number one, or I mean, type of it as number one.
It is definitely up there.
Yeah, I do.
Top 5, no doubt.
That's the way I find out about games. I look at top lists, and every single list I've looked at always puts Monkey Island, one of the Monkey Islands.
Just the PC that I had at the time, my favorite point-and-click games, I think, were probably Space Quest. And they're really not that awesome, but for some reason, at the age I was at and the technology that I had available to me, they were really cool. They were funny. They had a little bit of adventure to them. It was like a King's Quest, but in outer space with a sense of humor. It was cool.
Well, I was also I was also big into, like, what was that one? Shit, I can't. King's Quest I was huge into. I played a lot of the
first King's Quest I played was on PC Junior.
Look, fuck those, okay? Okay, push rock forward.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Fuck those. Okay,
yeah,
that was bullshit.
Those were ass.
I remember playing a game a long time ago. Can you imagine? You can guess what the game is about. It was called Adventure Freebush.
Sounds really familiar.
It was a sex-oriented game. It was a sex game.
Like Leisure Suit Larry. But...
Yeah, but way more like.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. It's complete on sex shops and everything. Like, you go in a freaking room, it's just a naked chick on a freaking thing, but it looks so fucking horrible that it could never.
Yeah. You couldn't censor because it already censored because it just looked like.
It was like, hey, look, it's a polygon with a different color polygon. It's a tit.
An episode a long time ago of ours that we fucking attacked Atari adult games.
Oh my God.
Those are awesome, dude. Like, I think it was like General Custer's Revenge or something like that. Where
they were funny.
Those are hilarious.
They are great.
Those are hilarious. If I came across, like, there's a place that sells all kinds of, like, game cards and stuff like that now, and they sell, like, Ataris and Genesises and stuff like that. If I came across those cartridges in that system, I would definitely buy them.
Oh,
whatever.
Shit.
Just because it's funny. But whatever.
So.
Where are we going?
I was just, the other ones, remember The Longest Journey? Well, there's Longest Journey Dreamfall. Now there's Longest Journey Dreamfall chapters, and that's episodic. Okay? Apparently that's supposed to be really good. Want to check that out. Resident Evil Revelations 2 apparently is episodic. Tales of the Borderlands, of course. Wolf Among Us and Life is Strange. Those are the ones I've come across for episodic games that will eventually be coming up.
Definitely.
Yeah, that one's done by Square Enix. So I'm curious to see how it is. Lindsay seems to love it. But, I mean, she's got a different kind of... I mean, she's got a wild mindset. I don't know. She's young, so I don't know. It's a little, maybe I won't enjoy it as much. I gotta look. I gotta see which ones I'd like to play, which one I'd like to play first. But, pretty awesome to have all those episodic games. Play it on Movie Style Mondays. And that is what I just wanted to say. Movie Style Mondays, I think,
episodic games feels like a dangerous thing to get into, like, on the way in. Because you don't know how many there's going to be, and they do get you. They really do get you.
But that's fine, though, because what I'll do is, like as a streamer, okay, that just, go ahead, give me more. That's just more I could add to that list of stuff I just put.
Okay, this is a little bit out there, but if you, episodes, to me, what they are, like, I like some anime. Like, I like Cowboy Bebop and Space Dandy and stuff like that. They get cut up into episodes, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there's like 6 or 7 or 8 seasons, but then you get stuff like Bleach and Dragon Ball that's still making new episodes. And when they do that shit, it just feels like really commercial. Like, we're gonna keep cranking these fucking things out as long as you keep fucking buying them.
At the rate though that they're pumping them out, you could tell a lot is put into it. It's not.
Some people do episodes as art, and some people do episodes as business.
The shows are like kind of like almost mass produced. Gaming is not mass produced like that.
It is. It's a subgenre. There are a lot of people working on the things that we're doing and playing and so forth and so on. It's a subgenre. It's not right up there with television.
Yeah.
Which is lame.
But like television, like for instance, like I said, you got 6 seasons of Game of Thrones. You got 1 season of the Game of Thrones game. So that's why I'm saying that it's it's fine because there's a lot of work put into them. There's a lot of thought put into them. It's not just gonna. From what I see so far, it's not just gonna be a shit show. Walking Dead's second season was great.
Well, in saying that, Telltale Games
so far is awesome.
They are. It's really entertaining, and I have a really good time.
You know what's funny is they did the same thing as I want to say Codemasters. Codemasters finally said, "Why are we trying our hands and all this other shit?
They make racing games.
We're just gonna keep on making racing games," and that's what we did.
They make good ones.
Telltale did the same thing. They finally realized, look, this is our shit.
Yeah.
This is what we do good. We're sticking with it.
It's cool.
And they are sticking with it. Look, they got Batman now. I mean, dude, they're just they're hammering it out.
I enjoy them. I really, really do enjoy them.
Yeah.
But you cannot deny that if you have half a brain and you move the cursor around and you click on everything, you will finish it.
The point is that you do finish it. It's not the point of the point.
You will click your way to the end eventually.
Right, but that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is the choices you make, and this is what makes it so amazing. Is that it gives the game total different outcomes on every different way, and that's where the point. It's not so much of you playing the game. That just adds to the oh shit factor. Okay, what you're really getting at is making that choice and what that choice is going to give you, and wow, look at the choice he made.
So you like Telltale?
Yeah,
I
because
like it too.
because you're thinking of it as a game in a game sense of how to point and click adventure.
Definitely, my first thing the first Telltale game I played was The Walking Dead.
Right.
And it was in a previous way back episode where I said like this isn't a video game. Like it's not what I would consider a video game. It's more of like an interactive kind of comic.
It's an interactive story.
Yeah. But it's not what my head thought video game. Like video game was grind and grill and get better and do. And this was more like
yeah.
Oh,
it is. But you know what? I'm happy to play it.
They're good. I like them. Yeah,
that's the thing.
They're good. I like them.
Now, as far as another thing I wanted to bring up is before we go back to the list real quick is I've been playing Mafia 2. There's I think it's still going on. There's a killer 2K bundle right now on what the hell is it called? Humble Bundle, and it's like nine and change. It's called 9 and change, and you get all these 2K titles, and one of them was Mafia 2, and it had all the DLC. There's a lot of gameplay time that I've got in there I didn't even realize, especially because of the DLC. And that game is awesome, man. I think it came out in 2010. And it looks great. I'll tell you, with all the graphics maxed out, looks absolutely wonderful. But one thing I did notice is running the benchmark on it. Okay, it's confused.
Huh.
It's like I don't know how to do these new things. Geez.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's basically like that. It's like it's almost melting down like the thing from Portal. You didn't. I don't know if you played Portal.
I played Portal.
Yeah. It's almost like melting, like you know. It's kind of the same thing, man. Because the way that it was running at 124. All of a sudden, I went all the way down. It was like 82 frames per second, or as an average, right? And you're like, oh, it's crazy, dude. That game should be way over 82, and you could tell it when you're actually looking at it. Like you'll see it. The thing is, it was going back and forth between the numbers so quick you couldn't even tell what it was really at. Most benchmarks you do, the frames per second don't drastically change like right. So it was just confused the whole time. I know it wasn't getting 82. It's true, it's probably getting like 175 frames per second or 150, something retardedly high. Okay, it was getting something definitely up there, because even on my friend's computer ran the same way, and he's got a stronger card than mine, and he got less frames per second.
I don't know what the limit is, but there is a limit that the human eye can see. It's like how many decibels low can you go before the human ear stops hearing it. There is a frame per second that is.
There's an argument always. There's always the.
I don't know the answer, but it does exist.
But I'll tell you right now, if you have a 144 hertz monitor, you will notice how much better that shit is. That shit is like, it's literally the equivalent of when
I know what the hertz.
I'm just saying, it's the equivalent of when you look at your TV versus when you go out into the living room and watch something on that TV. You know, like that camera motion. It's like, perfect like movement where you feel like the camera guy. It's almost like I have to get used to this. I'm not used to it. So that's what it's at. Yeah, and to qualify 1440p is another big difference, another huge difference. Okay, so now back into the thing here. I can't wait for Mafia 3. By the way, Mafia 3 is coming in October. Hell yeah, can't wait to play that.
It does look. I've seen a couple trailers.
Yeah, dude,
and shit.
I can't wait. That's gonna be so badass, especially nowadays. Fun. Oh yeah. Here's the other thing is Rust. I haven't played in a long time. You never seen Rust? It's kind of like a survival game. Like I can't even. It's like Fallout. You know how Fallout 4 you could build the huts and all that stuff. It's kind of like Fallout, but as a massive online multiplayer. Think of it like that. And a server can only have so many people in it. But basically, you have these people. You have to survive. You have to get food. You have to get rocks, whatever. And you could build up huge fortresses. But there are other people that are playing, and they could decide, you know what, I'm going to kill you if I see you, or I'm going to try to get into your base, and I'm going to steal your shit. It's a bunch that can go on, but it's fun because you could sit there and be like, oh, you thought you were. No, that was just a wall going to nowhere. All right, now I'm coming down, and I'm just going to kill you right now with my 20 people or whatever the hell, my 5 people that are with me with all guns, and we got submachine guns because we were, that kind of thing. It's a fun game that was amazing at one point, and we played it a lot. Then they changed it to this thing that you got lost so horrifically that you're like, I can't play this shit anymore. And then finally now, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is badass. I gotta check it out again. So I think some other people have seen it with me and said, I think maybe we should try it again. It looks way different.
It looks way different. It looks better.
No, way different. Way different and better. So Rust introduces an XP system. I think they already introduced it, or they might be still going to introduce it. But that's cool. Giving an XP system for people who play. So it's really kind of changing from like the DayZ. I don't like DayZ. I don't like when you completely get lost. I don't know. That was the fun of Rust. Is you never got so lost you didn't know where the hell you were. But then all of a sudden they did it to the second one. You totally got lost. You're like, okay, I have no idea how to find you guys. I have no idea how to find the house again. There's nothing to go off of reference. We're screwed. I'm done. I'll just have to rebuild from where I am. It'd be like if you were a nomad and you wandered off too far and you just had no idea where the hell you were and you couldn't get back to your house. So you're like, fuck it, I guess I'll start from here. I don't know. I wasn't really big into that. So, it's cool.
I wasn't really too into being homeless. Kind of sucked.
Yeah, it kind of sucked. It's horrible. It was shit. Yeah, so even in a game, it was horrible. Now, we'll talk about 2 more things. I guess we all did the recently played old games. Oh, you were talking about a couple of things. You've been playing a lot of Genesis.
Oh God, I've been on a fucking old school hardcore kick. A lot of Sega. Sega CD, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, just a lot of Sega hardcore for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Phantasy Star, that's where you wanted to go. Phantasy Star Online 2 is coming to PC and PlayStation 4.
No Xbox, huh?
It's not confirmed yet. But, whatever, fuck it. Let's see, I've been with Phantasy Star since I had a Master System. I know one of these motherfuckers, probably him.
Yeah,
he's definitely. He's a Sega fan. I had a Master System while other people were jamming on their NESs. And NESs were awesome. They were great. I loved them. But I had a Master System. And Phantasy Star was totally kicking Zelda's ass. Because I had, experience points and mazes. And, things were totally different than Zelda. And that was what an RPG was to me. And Phantasy Star 2 came along. And it was really, really goddamn hard. It was really, really hard.
I know games like that are just like, oh my god.
Phantasy Star 3? Phantasy Star 3 was like Final Fantasy had already become mainstream. And they kind of tried to take things from Final Fantasy and put them into Phantasy Star. And we're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Phantasy Star 4 was probably my favorite Phantasy Star.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Phantasy Star 4 was probably my favorite. The way the story worked and the way you got into it was pretty cool. Then I played Phantasy Star Online for the first time on Dreamcast.
Okay. And, I remember that.
That was really cool, but I dropped it, and then I got back into it on the original Xbox.
Man, that must have been horrible though to try to play on a Dreamcast. You remember what kind of internet
Yeah,
it was?
definitely. There was no voice. There was no voice. It was straight up like fucking. You have a Dreamcast keyboard. Hey, how you doing? You want to go on some dungeon runs? Sure. Where you want to go? It was really a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and dial-up, dude. Dial-up.
Phantasy Star for the Xbox was pretty cool. It was a pay-to-play game, like $10 a month for Xbox, which was rare. And I stayed with it. I had a good time. And then like Christmas came one year, right?
Okay.
And then Christmas passed. But they had like this thing. There was like this hub where everybody meets on this like spaceship or whatever. That's where you meet to go into groups. And like Christmas passed, and they had like this this Christmas theme where like there were like Christmas trees and this and that and so forth and so on. And it passed and went like almost in July, and you were like, all right, this theme is still here. You people aren't paying attention to this at all.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then I bailed out. Boom, I was done. And then part 2 comes around. I want to check it out. Sorry, I kind of got lost along the way, but
No, that's fine. We made it back.
I've been playing a lot of Sega. Phantasy
That's
Star 2 Online is coming out. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
see it.
badass.
I
I
wanna see it.
remember it coming out. I remember the Phantasy Star Online for Xbox, original Xbox.
Really?
Yeah,
You watched me play it.
yeah. I tried to play it one time. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
There's a big hub.
Yeah,
Where a bunch of people can meet people and be like, do you want to go on runs?
that's what I saw was the big
But
hub.
4 people can basically go on runs. So it's not an MMO. It's not an MMO.
Right. Okay, right. But that was due to limitations.
At the time.
Wasn't What was the first one with an Ethernet? Was it PlayStation 2 or was it Xbox?
My memory is Xbox.
I think it's Xbox.
That's
yeah.
where everybody was sitting around with like...
Yeah, because there was a modem.
I had like 4 people over
There was
my
an
house.
actual modem on the back of that.
4 people at my house, 4 televisions, 4 Xboxes, and we would be online in an 8-player race with 4 other people, other places, and 4 of us were on the same team, definitely, because we're sitting in the same room. Like, fuck you guys.
That was funny.
That
dude.
was cool.
That was fun. I remember we would be playing Project Gotham and be like, "You want me to punch it for you?" I'd be like,
Fucking A.
"Dick."
Oh, dilated pupil. That was what it was. Dilated pupil just
pupil.
fucking hit you, and that was fucked up. I saw what he did. If you want, I can hit him right now, like physically.
That's funny.
Those were the good days.
Yeah, that's when I could dominate in race games. Now that's all this.
Those are the
tuning
good
shit.
days. It was like a cross between online playing and
Social
like,
interaction.
social interaction, but like a LAN party. It was like LAN party, online, everything all together at one time.
Yeah.
And now it's just like pick one. That's all you get.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, on to the, I want to say, last one here is Fallout 4 mods. This is just a real quick announcement. Fallout 4 mods on PS4 still have no release date because Bethesda and PS4 with mods just not really mixing. It's kind of the same thing for there's something else that they're having that same issue with. I think it's going to be the remastered Skyrim or something like that.
I don't know, man. Bethesda and Sony, it always seemed like they run buggy. Bethesda games, when they first come out, they run buggy. But it always seems like they run a little chunky on Sony's, man. I don't know what it is. Is that what it is, or is it licensing? I mean...
No, it's something to do with the coding and how it works, yeah.
Dude, they always run chunky on PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah, see, remastered Skyrim is supposed to have the console mod crap, but PlayStation 4 is having issues with that too. I'm telling you, Bethesda is not cooperating well with PS4. Not in like they don't want to. There's something about PS4 that is not so friendly.
Though. They had Oblivion was on PS3, right? Definitely, it wasn't PS2. Definitely wasn't PS2.
Yeah, it would have had to been PS3. Yeah.
And they still had like
yeah.
Bethesda games.
There
and
was a
PlayStation just
shitload
don't
of problems.
Really fucking do
there
it
was
well.
a shitload of problems on fucking PlayStation with that. Shitload. Damn. Couldn't even believe it. So yeah, but I like I said, Bethesda and PlayStation seeming not to.
They never do. They never have.
Yeah. So that's that. Now, on to the final motherfucking story.
Oh.
Tim
He's
Sweeney.
been waiting on this one.
Okay, Tim Sweeney. I forget who is he again? Yeah, why do I always forget who the hell people are? Tim Sweeney. Who is he?
He's
Tim
Sweeney Todd's brother.
is the American computer game programmer and the founder of Epic Games, best known for his work on ZZT and the Unreal Tournament games. I see. And the Unreal Engine. He's the one who made the Unreal Engine. So he's not an idiot.
No, the Unreal Engine was
pretty badass and still is.
at its
okay.
time was
No, it's still they still
was.
got something going on. Okay, look, let me tell you right now. He's not an idiot, and he says Tim Sweeney claims that Microsoft will destroy Steam gradually using Windows 10. I know everyone's been talking about it. Time for me to talk about it. I normally never talk about the big shit that everyone else is talking about, because why? Everyone's had it already pumped in their ear. I talk about the stuff that no one really hears about. Bethesda's also fucking up the PC too. Yeah. They need to stop catering to the console. Is right. Maybe they need to stop catering to Xbox, I guess, because that seems to be the only one that's working right. Alright, anyways. So, basically ever since Microsoft announced it would launch the Windows Store as part of Windows 8, right? You know, like, so basically, in a nutshell, basically what's happening.
They want Xbox Live to turn into.
They want not Xbox Live. They want
Xbox Live Store.
They want the Windows Marketplace, okay, to prevail over Steam and throw Steam down the gutter. He says that they're basically gonna keep every update. They're gonna do something that's gonna fuck up Steam, and they're gonna keep fucking up Steam more and 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 more until you're just like, I can't take this shit. You know what? Windows Store going in. Well, you know what? In my opinion, go ahead and do that shit. Watch what'll happen. And you know what? Yeah, you'll still have some people on there, but a lot of the hardcore people that are spending all this money on these GTX 1080s and all that shit, that are spending all this money on these big cards, they're gonna start working into developing Linux as hardcore. They're gonna make Linux shine over Windows.
Linux has been around for a long time.
It has,
Linux
but you know,
around from the very
but you know what? There's never been an exact push, okay, to the point of we need to make this 100% the best, okay, that it could possibly be.
What Linux means to me is for people, by people. Here it is. PC. If it's not Apple and it's PC, it runs on Windows. There are alternatives. But the reality is 98% of the people don't use them.
No, that's right, because the too much is being catered to Windows. But I'll tell you what, if you see people that are like, you know what, and maybe you won't see that happen. You know what you will see? You will see hackers and shit start destroying Microsoft. I'm telling you. You don't think that there are stronger people. The people that are out there that do not work for these companies.
Or ex-employees. Or disgruntled employees. But yeah, no doubt.
They will destroy Microsoft. They will make Look what they did with... Look at the... Simple as this. Look what they did on the holiday with the Xbox Live servers. Hey, Xbox, we don't like the game practices you're doing, you know? You don't change your shit. You do what we say. Oh, you know what? Boom, we're shutting down your network. There you go. Have a fun one. Oh! Dude, people had the power. They basically took them down. And Xbox had to submit. They had to submit. You know, they let Xbox go. Here you go. You can have your shit back.
98% of the people think fucking Microsoft or Mac. They forget that there's even a completely other bunch of people out there trying to do shit.
Let's say it doesn't even go to that point. I think enough people would make Microsoft suffer to the point where Microsoft say, we got to fix this now.
I don't know. I don't know the numbers.
Like if Microsoft, you know what people will do? Everyone will go back to Windows 7 or something, you know, where Microsoft
I didn't switch.
I'm just saying, everyone will go back to Windows 7. They'll hard wipe and they'll go back there and they'll
I didn't switch. I watched that come about and they were like getting closer. Last fucking day, dude. Are you sure you don't want to do this? I was like, nope, I'm fine. Thank you.
See, Microsoft has reached out to Sweeney on multiple occasions, but the developer is still unhappy, and he increased the volume of his rhetoric. So yeah, he's saying even more. Slowly over the next 5 years, they will force patch Windows 10 to make Steam progressively worse and more broken. They will never completely break it, but will continue to break it until in 5 years, people are so fed up with Steam is buggy that the Windows stores seem like an ideal alternative. See, that's exactly what they did to their previous competitors in other areas. That's crazy shit, man. Now they're doing it to Steam. It's only just starting to become visible, and they're saying, okay, so yeah.
I would imagine, sure. Definitely.
Now the thing is, there's zero evidence of this being true. There's zero evidence.
Companies have think tanks where they sit people down in rooms and they say, you're going to spend 8 hours a day, every day, thinking about how much money Steam makes and how can we get that. They have think tanks. That's what these people do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's true. How can we make money then? But I wouldn't put it past them all wanting to say, look, Xbox is even getting their update, okay, with Cortana and all that, making it to Windows 10. Everything is going to Windows 10. Your consoles, your phones, everything. Boom, Windows 10. Guess what? Windows 10 Marketplace is what they're trying to pull off. So, I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with it. For one, Steam sales. Well, you won't see no Windows game sales. I'll guarantee you that. It'll be bullcrap sales, like horrible sales. Nothing like Steam brings along to the table.
The last time I tried to use Linux versus Windows, I did try for a little while. But it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't come as easy to me. You know, it's not Windows. It's like this shit that's always under development. It's not a finished product ever.
Everything almost seems like that.
Yeah.
Steam sales have been shit, though. Steam sales are shit for us, but, honestly, if you're someone, they're great for people who don't have the libraries like we do. Simple as that. Like, I'll tell you right now, he would have probably loved the Steam sale. Because you don't have anything on Steam. You've been like, oh, shit! It's awesome. Oh, damn. And it's good games, for killer prices,
I would have loved it.
I'm just saying, you don't have anything on Steam, but you have someone who has over 100 games.
Right, you already have a good library.
Yeah. Well, you just really might have all the good shit. So a sale that is good might not seem so good.
I have all the good shit I want, but I've just been playing a lot of retro. That doesn't make any sense.
It's like if you went into It's like if you had the most badass computer you could possibly buy, and you walked into Micro Center.
Okay.
And you walked into Micro Center, and you're like, let me see. Man, these sales suck. But the whole store is on sale, mind you. The whole store is on sale, let's say. Every single item in that fucking store is on sale. But you have the best of the best. You're going to go around there and be like, nothing really good on sale right now. Because there is good stuff on sale, but you got it already. So why would you even care? I don't even know why you're in there. So, can you beat this summer sale every single time in price? I'm sure, yes, but I'm saying it's not as bad as we're taking it, is because we have a lot of the stuff that was in it, so it didn't look enticing to us. But there's a lot of stuff that, other people that don't have as big a libraries don't have, and it would have seemed just as enticing. It would have seemed great to them. Simple as that. So, yeah. But that's basically all I really have on that. Like I said, we're finishing up Game of Thrones tonight, so don't miss out. But I think that we are finally, we're done with this episode because I think we're finally out of topics here.
We're out of topics. We have no more to talk about.
We have no more to talk about. I think we even actually stretched it out pretty good,
We
to
did.
make it to that
It's been
hour.
a couple of weeks. We made up for it. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
I thought it was fun.
It was
All
fun.
right.
I had a good time. Sure.
Well, yeah. So I'll see you all next time. I'll see you all tonight, whoever's coming to see some of the Game of Thrones stuff. But anyways, I'll see you all. Later on.
Later
Let's
on.
swap over. All right. Bye. Bye, all.
Goodbye. Good night.